I was barely starting to play with Wesley when we were at church, and I was playing, and the snare breaks. The head on the snare
That's
breaks.
the worst, bro.
I was just like, what do I do? So
Like
Just
rim
rim
shot all
shotting,
the way.
yeah.
Rim shot all the way.
I was just like, playing like that, and Omar was there, and we had in-ears, and I was like, Omar, the snare broke. And he's like looking at me, he's like, how did the snare break? I was like, the head. And he's just like looking at me, I'm just like, I can't play no more. I mean, that's like the main thing,
Yeah.
I was like,
it
what
is.
you want me to do? So he was like, okay, let's go into like adoración and just, rim shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, fine with me. But yeah, I had that, but it's, the same thing. They don't want to invest, you're just like, it's not going to last no more. And they're just like, until,
Yeah.
But they don't see that, that when you're playing, it can just
Yeah.
break. And I was just like, oh my God.
There was this time, bro, when we were playing. Well, Henry and Bulmaro, shout out to Bulmaro for sure, and his newborn kid for sure. Levi, shout out to
man.
them. Congratulations. But there was a time, bro, it always made me laugh. And we have that head. It's hanging in his wall, right? The drum head, bro. They were kicking it. I don't know where it was, but it was kicking. They ripped right through the the beater side of the kick. Bro. We had, I don't know where Henry had him, bro, but he had like 4 different colors of electric tape, bro. So they started.
Moment, bro.
I think I don't know if they took the whole head off, bro, and they taped it from both sides, bro. All the way.
Man.
They were going like crisscross, doing everything from both sides. It looked so color. It looked dumb, But it ended up, it worked, So then we end up hanging
Make it
it, man.
work.
Yeah, it was hilarious, bro. I don't know where it was, but that was funny,
That
man.
would suck, man.
On the kick, bro.
I mean, if the snare suck, I just imagine the kick.
Yeah.
What I've had is like the pedal break,
Yeah.
and like
Oh,
it just
yeah.
like got stuck, and I was just like, come on.
Oh yeah.
And I don't remember exactly what happened, but it just didn't want to work anymore. I was just like, man. And then Omar looked at me. He was like, use a stick. So I was like playing. I was hitting the kick with the stick, over here, and I had one of those sticks that has the little cloth on the top, the cotton ball thingy. And I was just hitting it with that one, kind of trying to make it. But I was just like, man, stupid pedal, man.
So, for you, if you get like a good drum set, what would be the first thing you would do to upgrade it?
The first thing?
Yeah, first
I mean,
thing.
first thing is going to be, the heads.
Like
Yeah,
automatically.
Right
Okay.
away. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Both the beater side and the resonance side?
Yeah, both
Okay.
sides. And well, like if it's mine, yeah, like but like in some, like if I was like for church and they were like tell us whatever you want, but they have also a budget, then I'll just say at least the top ones.
top
But
ones.
mine's I would definitely change both sides. From there,
Would you buy like how they sell sets and all that? Sometimes I feel like the sets are not the best.
What do you mean sets?
Like they have the full sets, like tom 1, 2, floor tom, kick. How it comes in the whole set.
I'll say it depends on the brand. There was one that I used to like. We used to go to this like a practice studio, and they used to, what was it called, pork pie or something like that.
Pork pie.
Man, I love their kick. I love their kick drum, man. I love
They make a fat snare
yeah,
too.
and their kick is super long, so it sounds really like deep. And I always loved it. And but I haven't seen them for sale right now. I don't know if they went out of business
I
or
only saw one pretty
something
much
like that,
in,
man.
in the guitar center over
Guitar
here.
Center, yeah, and I saw
And I
one
think
black
it
that was
just a
used.
snare, yeah.
Yeah, and the kit on those was just like the kick drum, the snare, one tom, and one floor tom.
Man, that's
They make
basic.
they make a pretty good set on like that type. But I mean, if you go like to like the lower end, Thomas and Pearls, what
Yeah.
else? I haven't seen Yamahas right now, but I'm pretty sure they're still out there.
Yeah, there's I think they're still out there too.
What was PDP, which is like the lower end of what is it?
Is it Tom?
Tama? Was it Tama? I don't remember. It's Tama or Pearl.
I think it might be Pearl.
It might
no,
be Pearl.
it's
Something like
DW.
that. Is it DW?
I think it's
It's something
DW,
like that. But it's
yeah.
like their lower class.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like their sets.
Yeah.
I've had some churches that will buy them, and I'll go and I'll start like tuning them, buying new heads, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
They have like, there was this time where they had like a little special where they had like 3 toms, and 2 floor toms, and I just ended up with like 1 tom and 1 floor tom.
Yeah.
Because the other ones I just I was just
Don't
like,
sound right,
yeah, it don't
yeah.
sound right. I don't need them.